Welcome back to Mass Effect. JC here. Codex time. Again. I mean, we picked up at least one during the episode because I spotted it and commented on it. So, looks like we got a primary entry. So I'll shut up now.
Virmire is a lush world located on the frontier of the Attican Traverse. Its vast seas and orbital position on the inner life zone have created a wide equatorial band of humid, tropical terrain. Only the political instability of the region has impeded efforts at colonization. Many times the Citadel has opened negotiations to settle Virmire with various criminal gangs and petty dictatorships in the nearby Terminus systems. All fell apart due to internal power shifts within the opposing parties. The Citadel has written off the colonization of Virmire as impossible without significant political change. The Terminus powers themselves are unlikely to ever settle Virmire. Most lack the resources to support settlement of a virgin world, finding it more expedient to steal from their neighbors than build for themselves.
Now, bugger. More reading. Right. What are we doing? Who we go? Oh, for God's sake. Okay, there's a lot more reading than I thought. It was me hoping it would be like last time. 6 minutes. Nope. Right. Solarians, the Special Tasks Group. Solarian intelligence field agents are grouped into an organization called the Special Tasks Group, or the STG. Operators work in independent cells, performing dangerous missions such as counter-terrorism, infiltration, reconnaissance, assassination, and sabotage. All the sneaky shit. The STG is a proactive organization puncturing worrisome trends before they become movements. At any time, a dozen groups are operating covertly within the lawless Terminus systems, sowing discontent among the various factions. Civilian analysts also note how troublesome hinge point individuals in Terminus frequently meet unexpected deaths. Accidents, with big air quotes. That's how it would be written. STG operators are feared throughout the galaxy for their clear-eyed, remorseless practicality. Oof. They are willing to do whatever it takes to achieve their mission, even if it kills civilians or results in the team's own destruction. In many ways, they are akin to the Council Spectres. Recently, a number of STG cells have been redeployed from Solarian Union. It is assumed they are in the Terminus and Attican Traverse, investigating reports of Geth activity beyond the Perseus Veil. Turians! Biology! Why are we getting this now? I don't know what prompted this one, but, you know. The Turian homeworld, Paladin, has a metal poor core, generating a weak magnetic field and allowing more solar radiation into the atmosphere. To deal with this, most forms of life on Paladin evolved some form of metallic exoskeleton to protect themselves. Their reflective plate-like skin makes Turians less susceptible to long-term, low-level radiation exposure, but they do not possess any sort of natural armour. A Turian's thick skin does not stop projectiles or directed energy bolts. Yeah, because it'd have to be real special to do that. Although life on Palaven is carbon-based and oxygen-breathing, it is built on dextroamino acids. This places the Turians at a distinct minority on the galactic stage. The Quarians are the only other known sapient dextroprotein race. Food of humans, Asari and Solarians, who evolved into leatho-amino acid-based biospheres in what the words? Good grief! Will be best passed. Will at best pass through the Turian systems without providing any nutrition. At worst, it will trigger an allergic reaction that can be fatal if not immediately treated. Nice. So they need special food, otherwise they go bleh. Ah, look, Turians, government. The Turian government is a hierarchical meritocracy. All big words. While it has great potential for misuse, it is tempered by the civic duty and personal responsibility Turians learn in childhood. Turians have 27 citizenship tiers, beginning with civilians, client races and children. The initial period of military service is the second tier. Formal citizenship is conferred at the third tier after boot camp. For client races, citizenship is granted after the individual musters out, retires, quote unquote, or does a term of service, I would assume, for musters out. I don't know, not come across the phrase before. Higher ranked citizens are expected to lead and protect subordinates. Lower ranked citizens are expected to obey and support superiors. Promotion to another tier of citizenship is based on the personal assessments of one's superiors and co-rankers. Throughout their lives, Turians ascend to higher tiers and are occasionally demoted to lower ones. The stigma associated with demotion lies not on the individual, but on those who promoted him when he wasn't ready for additional responsibility. This curbs the tendencies to promote individuals into positions beyond their capabilities. Right, yeah. Settling into a role and rank is not considered stagnation. Turians value knowing one's own limitations more than being ambitious. In contrast to humans, who love to overachieve. At the top are the Primarchs, who each rule a colonization cluster. The Primarchs vote on matters of national import. They otherwise maintain a hands-off policy, trusting the citizens on each level below them to do their jobs competently. Turians enjoy broad freedoms so long as one completes his duties and does not prevent others from completing theirs. Nothing is forbidden. For example, there are no laws against recreational drug use. But if someone is unable to complete his duties due to drug use, his superiors step in. Judicial proceedings are interventions. Peers express their concern and try to convince the offender to change. If rehabilitation fails, Turians have no qualms about sentencing dangerous individuals to life of hard labour for the state. Charming. What we got? That's just Krogan culture. Krogan culture! It's going to be an interesting one. The harsh Krogan homeworld conditioned the Krogan psychology for toughness, just as it did the body. Krogan have always had a tendency to be selfish, unsympathetic, and blunt. They respect strength and self-reliance, and are neither surprised nor offended by treachery. The weak and selfless do not live long. In their culture, looking out for number one is simply a matter of course. After their defeat in the rebellions, the very concept of Krogan leadership was discredited. Where a warlord could once command enough power to bring entire solar systems to heel and become overlord, these days it is rare for a single leader to have more than 1,000 warriors. 1,000 warriors swear allegiance to him. Most Krogan trust and serve no one but themselves. This solitary attitude seems in part from a deep sense of fatalism and futility. A profound social effect of the genophage that caused Krogan numbers to dwindle to a relative handful. Not only are they angry that the entire galaxy seems out to get them, the Krogan are also generally pessimistic about their race's chances of survival. Surviving Krogan see no point to build for the future. There will be no future. The Krogan live with an attitude of kill, pillage, and be selfish, for tomorrow we die. Oh, lovely. Charming. Charming, chaps. Oh, humanity in the Systems Alliance. Is that? Oh, wait. Military doctrine. Wait, okay. It's going to be a slightly shorter episode. All right. The Alliance military is of great concern to the galaxy. At first contact with the Turians, they were completely inexperienced. Turian disdain changed to respect after the relief of Shanxi, where the humans surprised them with novel technologies and tactics. The human devotion to understanding and adapting to modern space warfare stunned the Stain Council. Stain Council races. For hundreds of years, they had lived behind secure walls of long-proven technologies and tactics. The Council regards the Alliance as a sleeping giant. Less than 3% of humans volunteer to serve in the military, a lower proportion than any other species. That's why they call us. That's why they refer to us sleeping giant, because it's like, we got all these people and they just don't tap them. If the shit hits the fan and they decide to just go all out, it will be a tide of people. While competent, Alliance soldiers are neither as professional as their Turians nor as skilled as the Asari. Their strength lies in fire support, flexibility, and speed. They make up for the lack of numbers with sophisticated technological support. VI, drones, artillery, electronic warfare. An emphasis on mobility and individual initiative. Their doctrine is not based on absorbing and dishing out heavy shocks like the Turians and Krogan. Rather, they bypass enemy strong points and launch deep into their rear, cutting supply lines and destroying headquarters and support units, leaving enemies to wither on the vine. You'll find that that's basically blitzkrieg or modern maneuver warfare. Punch through, take out the squishy bits behind. On the defensive, human military is a rapid reaction force that lives by Sun Tzu's maxim, he who tries to defend everything defends nothing. Garrisons are intended for scouting rather than combat, avoiding engagements to observe and report on invaders using drones. The token garrison of human colonies makes it easy for alien powers to secure them, for which the Alliance media criticises the military. However, the powerful fleets stationed at phase gate nexuses, such as Arcturus, are just a few hours or days from any colony within their sphere of responsibility, and in the event of an attack, they respond with overwhelming force. Yep. Oh look, we can easily take this, and then the hammer drops on them. And there we go. Yep, all done. No more blinking Codex. We've got a blinking squad and a blinking journal, but we'll deal with that another time. In the actual episodes. So, on that note, thank you for watching. And until next time, this is JC. Out.